start your vehicle like this. All right, you know you're in Alaska when it's like minus, what is it, 20?
Minus 22.
22
Hang
outside.
on, nose hairs, you're not gonna last.
But, and look at this, like cars behind me, they have so much snow piled up on them. It's like marshmallow tops. It's crazy. Nothing around us but mountains. This is insane. Walk towards me. Wish I had a laser pointer. Huh? Wish I had a laser. You know what this kind of looks like? You know it, like in space when they show like the rocks hovering around like a planet? Exactly what it looks like. It's exactly what it looks like. Like even this happens when you fly your drone inside a wah wah wah.
Okay, dude.
I got it on camera too. Oh, she down. Okay, so I was quiet the whole entire drive because I didn't want to ask you these questions. So you guys were like awkwardly talking, and I was like, I want to ask him something.
Awkwardly talking?
I want to get it on camera. So you've been here for like 2 months now. It's been a crazy adventure, right?
Has it been that long?
It's like a rhythm strap in the back. But you've been here a while, right? It's been a few days.
A few days, almost a week.
Yeah, like 72 hours. And how was it? What are your first like? You got here, it's like, man, like this is
So my initial thing that
Get
I
in
told,
here. What are you doing? I can't see you.
My initial thing that I told Heather when we were doing this trip, I said, if this trip sucks, it's all your fault.
You wouldn't let me plan any more vacation if it sucks.
So now we're driving you to the airport. Does it suck?
But it was totally worth it. Yeah,
Awesome.
it was great.
Awesome.
I mean, Steve went away, so
Yeah, Nick had like this brain disease. Like it was like I don't know what it was.
probably
And,
just a migraine or
He
something.
drank like 7 gallons of water a day. He saw some glaciers. He got rained on, snowed on, and peed on, and it went away.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing that we did?
Hot springs for sure. But
So we went to Chena Hot Springs.
yes,
Very cool place. It's
insert
way up,
video now. No, I'm just kidding.
way up north past Fairbanks. You go down like the super bumpy road, and we're like, man, where are we headed to? It's a
Taking us
village.
to the middle of nowhere. I
Yeah.
think we're being ready to be fed to wolves.
And then the other thing,
The wolves weren't there.
one of the bigger things for
They were
me
on vacation.
also that I noticed was the openness with people. I guess like it's something that we don't get to experience in like the southern states
Okay.
because people
lower
are just
48.
the lower 48 is because they're all so busy building up themselves. I guess I don't know if that would be the right word for it, but it's interesting to see that. Like and Heather noticed the same thing. People are just like they want to tell themselves about themselves.
We sat down for Thai food.
So this is in Fairbanks. This is Thai restaurant, and like I really wanted Thai food.
We're all starving at this point. Like, these guys run ragged. Like, you don't get food until you're like about to see the pearly gates of heaven. So we're in there, and
It's most efficient that way.
yeah, it's most efficient that way. That's how Tim likes it. We all ordered, like, knew what we wanted to order, and then the only guy in the restaurant taking orders, sat down to visit with us, and we got like his whole life story starting from preschool, and our stomachs are like, ah! But it just was so fun because we got to just love on him and have a great conversation, and it ended in him, being invited to spend more time with Tim and Matt and Seward and just building those relationships. So
I just love that.
yeah, unlike, I don't know, we don't do that back home.
No, like, and the funny thing is, like, he got so caught up in the conversation with us that he forgot that he was running a restaurant. So then his phone rings. He's like, "Oh, guys, I'll be back. I gotta go run and get this phone
And
call."
he still hadn't taken our order.
Yeah, and he walks away, takes the phone call. Somebody else comes in. He does their order. And he's like, "Oh, shoot, guys, I totally forgot about you guys." And he comes back, and without taking the order, he sits down and starts telling us the story.
The rest of the story.
Oh man. So yeah, but that kind of stuff just happens, and so that was one of the big highlights for me. Is there anything else that you noticed that was like?
Well, I mean, you and I the whole time as we went to Fairbanks and the Delta Junction, which by the way was so cool. It was 8:31 one morning when we woke up, and but you and I like the whole time. It's kind of like when you sit down to a good meal and you're like, oh, this is so good, and like the whole time you're eating it, you're just enjoying all of it. Like we were saying that the whole time as we're looking through these mountains. I had no idea, like the mountains just keep going.
Yeah.
Like they don't end, it's not just one. Like it's a load of
Yeah, it's like Mount Hood. You're driving in Oregon.
There it is,
Oregon.
bye.
Yeah, you see one peak.
Yeah, Mount Hood, and then you have St. Helens in the background, and then you got Rainier that you sometimes sort of see. And here it's like, oh look, there's one peak, and then it's like, oh, there's 70 more peaks, and there's a Monterey.
yeah, it just keeps going.
And the road is so close to the mountains. I mean, you can see the mountains again, even in the shot that we're driving. It's like the roads are built right there. See? There's the mountain. But you're driving so close. The road is built so close to the mountains that you get to see. It's like you just get these picturesque views.
You can't put a road anywhere else, otherwise it'll be either in the ocean
Yeah,
or in the mountains.
yeah.
So
Right.
This is the only place to put a road in Alaska.
So
Yeah, and plus we were totally blessed with some gorgeous blue skies up in Delta Junction. So you could just see forever and ever and ever. And the coolest thing on the way home was the glacier cave.
oh yes.
I don't remember the name.
I haven't done like
Chetna or something, I don't know.
That's
But
Chena. Dang, Chena Hot
dang,
Springs.
Tina. Anyway, just the coolest thing ever. You do like a 1 mile hike in, and you can see again. It just looks
Castner
like
Glacier.
Castner.
Glacier.
Yep.
But you just do like this short hike in, and then out of nowhere there's this awesome cave, and the whole floor is ice, and the walls are ice, and there's ice buildup.
It's like crystals hanging down.
Yeah.
Insert clip.
yeah. Anyway, just crazy. Like, just I feel like I've seen. You don't even know that you. Like, I'm almost 30, and I didn't know that kind of thing existed. So I feel like I'm seeing parts of the world that are like, I didn't even know this was a thing. So really cool.
The other experience, which it just started hitting my.
Oh yeah. Who did it hit? Steve.
So the thing is, like how Matt was saying, it's like where Heather was saying that you hit certain experiences that you never expected. And I urge anybody else that's listening to this is like, whenever you're driving by something and a part of your brain says, oh, that looks kind of interesting, maybe we should stop there, and then you kind of talk yourself out of it, and you're like, it's okay, it's probably not worth it. Like, do it anyways. Like that made the experience, because like I'm going to bring up one of the experiences that turned into a really cool thing. Is we were pulling out of the hot springs, and we were driving past dog kennels. They have huskies that what would be the whole thing called with the
it's like the dog sledding tour thing. And that was like one of the number one things on my list. Like, I really wanted to see the dogs, and
because that's like an Alaska experience of like how they did things back then. There's a lot of dog sledding. Yeah. But we ended up, we were driving past it, and Matt was like, hey, there's a dog kennels, you guys want to see them? We're like, oh, we've seen dog kennels before, not a big deal. He's like, okay. And then we started driving, and like we moved probably like 10 feet, and Matt's like, no, we're stopping, I want to see the dog kennels. And so we're like, okay, fine. We backed up, we walk out, and we happened to come out there when they were getting the dogs ready to like launch for a run.
The dogs are like barking, like pulling on the sled, and they're like, they have like this spike in the ground and trying to keep the dogs at bay.
Clip here.
And like, it was just so cool. And like Heather was like taking the video, and then she was so excited that she falls on her face. And just ruins the video. But then like they let go of the dogs and they take off, and it was just like this cool moment to be a part of, to witness like this Alaskan.
Yeah, the dogs barking, and like the excitement that like it's crazy that like in the lower 48 all the dogs are just kind of chill about life. There, it's like they get their life from running. So they like, you just see that, just like they can't wait until that spike comes out of the ground so they can just run their souls out. It's like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. So, and I'll just be honest here. I was freaked out to come here because I thought it's gonna be so cold. I'm gonna freeze something important off, and so like I got these super puffy pants.
That she never wore.
I never wore them, but they're still really cool.
And she ripped up the tag, so she can't.
Yeah, oh well. But it was because it's like clear. It's like a dry cold.
So yeah, that was negative 31 in Delta.
Yeah.
And you guys survived.
Yeah, we lived. And then we came here, and Matt's like, oh, it's like gonna be a sauna because it's 70 degrees warmer.
Yeah, we went from negative 30 to plus like 38 degrees, almost plus 40. So yeah, 70-degree difference in temperature within just a short drive.
Yeah. So anyway, but totally doable for those of you that are like, it's so cold, I can't handle it.
Yeah. All you need is a decent base layer, and then just a good jacket. It rains here from time to time, so it's good to have boots too. You need to have boots.
Extra tough, so you need them if you come to Alaska, otherwise you're not Alaska.
Boots with the fur.
So Seward, you guys came and you guys checked out what we had going on there. What do you guys think of that whole deal?
You want to go first, or?
The library is the coolest looking building there. Looks like a fish.
Yeah, if you read that book, what was it? The Green Rainbow or whatever. The rainbow fish thing.
It's got a colored scale.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was like translucent, changing colors from green to purple. It was pretty neat.
It's really cute. Like the town itself is just really cute. I don't know.
The buildings on the water, like it was very interesting too, because when the day that we decided to come out to the fishing docks, it was starting to snow. Insert clip here. And you'll see like the snow is just really coming down, and at first you can actually see the water. It's like super turquoise blue, I live in Oregon and the water's clean there in the rivers, but this was like it felt like it was on another level. I was like, wow. But then as the snow started falling, it started to create this layer of, it almost looked like ice was being formed on the water, but it was just snow. Like it was falling that hard. It didn't have time to melt as it was landing on the water, which I've never seen before. And just all the boats sitting on the water too. Like it's just the lifestyle of what people do here. To me, it was very, it's like inspiring. Like I've been down to Florida, and like it's like the fishing towns. Like anytime you go on a coastal city, it's like this really cool lifestyle that's can't be explained until you go to them. So
Yeah,
it's fun.
definitely worth a visit.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you coming out. Nick's heading out today. We're driving down to the airport right